Exciting basketball up ahead. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce.
They're going to have a few games in a row here at home. This is a prime time opportunity for them to establish some rhythm and momentum going forward.
Suggs with it. Pass to Jackson. Back to Suggs. Miller outside. Down low. And the Suns pushing it up now. And it's hammered home by Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Up top, Black. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Now, here's Green. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Orlando. Suggs outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he dunks it down.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Orlando with the ball. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Abdul-Jabbar's got the second bucket on the night. Buzelis. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Now here's Suggs. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Miller. He takes it in. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
For a guy who often goes to his jumper, I like seeing Miller attack off the bounce occasionally.
Outside, Green. To the middle. Tipped. Pass to Malwatch. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. .144 left to play in the first. And the Suns pushing it up now. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green just levitates to the rack. A 40-inch plus vertical will allow you to do that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Suggs. Jackson the screen. Shoots. Suggs with the bucket.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Bledsoe. Orlando with the rebound. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Black outside. Jackson outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Inside. Here's Buzelis. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Now here's Suggs. Miller outside. Jacks up a three. Here's Jackson. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix out in front. They lead by a bucket. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
Here's Suggs. And it's in there.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Outside Richardson. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's LaRavia missing. And here's Suggs. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Phoenix no good that time either. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Miller. That's tipped. Dunn outside. It's not going to go for him. Here's Orlando. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. To the inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Williams able to quickly get to the rim, and that length of his helps.
On the wing, Suggs. Here's Miller. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Suns leading. Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Williams. Back to Giddey. Outside Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. The Magic making a switch here. Here's Black. Still no points. Miller outside. The three. Orlando again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
Yeah, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer, just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on. At 6'7", Black has really good positional size and using that length to his advantage.
And it's Giddey off the drive. Miller pulls it in. Magic trail by 3 to the paint. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Black outside. Beyond the arc. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Phoenix leading by 3. Dunn outside. Six to shoot. Back to Richardson. That three's off the mark. Isaac outside. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Williams. Richardson with it. Guarded now by Black. The kick out to Williams. Outside Richardson. And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Giddey. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Black outside. From the arc. They get it back. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Suns on top, up 5. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And as a player, how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success?
Tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, BA. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponents.
Here's Buzelis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Suggs, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Phoenix. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Unable to get that one. Orlando with the ball. Black, right side. Down low. Jackson lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
Oh, great body control, good timing. Jackson really works the pick and roll to perfection.
Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 3. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
First team foul.
To the inside, Jackson. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Pass to Black. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Rebounded by Malowach.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Fleming knocks it down from distance. And now it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. They play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Puts up a 3. Deflected.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. With the hook shot, Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, you don't get to see the hook shot too often these days. Everybody wants to shoot threes. Nice to see a guy go back to the future with the hook.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
2 minutes remaining.
Thanks, guys.
2 minutes.
Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Buzelis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Phoenix shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look for Phoenix. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Now Suggs. Howard, the screen. Suggs with it. Inside. Here's Miller. Up and over Richardson. Clock at 4. The Magic need to put one up here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Suns lead by 6. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Richardson. Lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Richardson's got his first 2 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Giddey with it. He's picked up by Miller. Now here's Richardson. Drains the triple. Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Howard. Pass to Suggs. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Giddey. Now done. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top, up by 10. And fourth quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Magic trail by 10. And here's Suggs. Drives to the hoop, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
And it's hammered home by Green.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Suggs surveys the D. Clock at 6. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Pass to Suggs. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Suggs. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
The ball goes to Phoenix.
And it's Green with the ball for the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. And that'll be the fourth game of this 5-game road trip.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Green. And it's blocked by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Oh, he can't get the layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Sinks it in the post.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
It'll go on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Suggs. Got a piece of it.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Oh, it drops in.
It's been a work in progress for Bledsoe, developing his passing skills over time, working on becoming better at orchestrating the offense.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Suggs outside. Here's Miller. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. That's off. Outside, Green. Oh, the stuff!
When it's Green making plays for others, that's a really good sign for this squad.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Jackson.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
And he drops the first. Gets one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
There's a screen. Outside, Green.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into Game 2 that they had tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Matas Buzelis.
Boy, his vision was impeccable, right on point tonight, picking apart the defense and racking up a bunch of assists.
Now Bledsoe. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
When I say it's up, it's up, then that means it's official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a Curry. When I say it's up, it's up, then that means it's official. Curry the. I'm back in the building, I kick in the door and I bust up the ceiling. Y'all don't want it, I'm ready, I'm willing. You get him, I got him, I tell him, let's get it. Throw it East Coast on the front of my penny. Charlie just threw me some heat, I'ma send it. If Zell gotta finish him, then you'll be finished. I'm feeling like Juicy, I'm standing on beat. Ultra ground Terminator. Talking to you, play your haters, what the f is up? All of my be known to get. You know me, cause you know my gun. I'm out full of. Get salt to him up. Insult the fist, cause I just ain't a thug. I just wanna have a good time in the club. You don't want no problems, watch a movie for some drama. I'ma call my mama to say, hey yo mama. North Dade, we run this. South Dade, we run this. Lauderdale, Palm Beach, run this. In the bottom of the map where the folks don't go. Hey, laser. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a Curry. When I say it's up, it's then that means official. Hey, BK, that be my. I hang in the trenches with my partners, Kyle Skrilla. There's a Curry. When I say it's up, it's that means official.
Capping, not no criminal. Trying to tap in an ass with a minimum. I really jerk out these rats in my denim. I think on some own feeling. There's a Curry.